Hi there, it's me again. So these are lessons from Monday, May 11th. This is called supporting reasons. So we're going to get reasons from a text and how to support the author's opinion. And we've been working on opinions and we learned what opinions are. Remember, an opinion is something that you think about something and it's your opinion. It doesn't, no one can tell you, people can tell you if you're wrong or right, but you are allowed to have your opinion about certain things. And I had mentioned before, like, if I love a great big Junie B. Jones book and I thought it was fabulous and it was the most awesome book I've ever read, but you read the same book and you're like, no, Miss Evans, I don't really think it's that great. And you give me reasons why you think it's not great. And then I give you reasons why I think it's great. We're supporting reasons. We're supporting our opinion about what we read, about what was in the text, if that makes sense. So let's start our lesson. Let's go to our first slide. I wonder if I can make myself smaller. Oh, I made myself a little smaller. Okay. So supporting reasons. How do I support my opinion? I give reasons, and these supporting reasons help prove my opinion. And I need to make sure that I give more than one reason. You can't just give one reason and say, oh, because I said so, because you have to give more information to the person who's actually who has read the book like you, who's maybe have read the same passage as you, who's seen the same movie as you. You can't just say, oh, go see it because it's great. You want to give more information. You want to give more details on why do you think um, your answer, your opinion is correct. You need to support it. So let's go over this anchor chart. It says authors give reasons to support their points. Look for the words like should or need or words like good or bad. Ask, what is the author telling me to do, think, or believes? So look at this author's point or claim. It has to be a reason, and then another reason. We have to find their claim or point, what they say is true. So if we're thinking about honeybees, or even butterflies, we and the author is stating how we need to protect butterflies. We need to find the reason inside our text. What is the author saying to us that supports the reason on why they're saying that we need to protect them, right? Or when we were reading about bats' roost, why is it important to protect the bats' roost? We have to make sure that we give those opinions, that we see the opinions, and that we could pull them out of the text and we could support what the author is saying. So we have to find reasons that give to make you believe and understand or do what they said. Okay. So this passage is called Honeybees Are Vanishing. We're going to read this passage. And as I read, I'm going to be listening for the author's opinion. So I'm going to take mental notes and I'm going to think about if honeybees are vanishing, and I'm ink thinking this title. And a lot of my students, you know what I mean by ink thinking. So when we ink think the title, I'm like, honeybees are vanishing. First of all, I know what a honeybee is. Vanishing. What does that word vanishing mean? Hmm. Look, I found a text box right here. And look what it says. Vanishing means to disappear. Um, and these are the words that are in the box. Vanish, disappear, popular, pollinate, chemicals, and disease. But it so happens that to vanish means it's gone. There's no more. So when I'm reading this title, I'm like, honeybees are vanishing. Oh my gosh, are honeybees disappearing? So this text or this passage must be something that's stating that maybe honeybees are disappearing from the United States. I don't know, but we're going to read it together and we're going to find out. And I'm going to be listening for reasons that the author support his or her opinion. So let's start. Honeybees are vanishing. You may wish that honeybees would disappear when you see one outdoors in your yard or garden, but lots of honeybees are disappearing. Scientists don't know why, and they are very worried because bees help grow many flowers, fruits, vegetables, and nuts, and we have learned that they're great pollinators, right? Since last October, more than one third of honeybees in the United States, that's billions of bees, left their beehives and vanished. Honeybees have disappeared from hives in Canada, Brazil, and Europe too. Honeybees are important because they spread pollen from flower to flower. Pollen is a powder that helps trees and plants grow vegetables and fruits. If there are no bees to spread pollen, experts are afraid that a lot of the food we eat will no longer be able to grow. Farmers don't just hope bees come along to pollinate their plants. Many farmers buy or rent beehives to put in their fields so bees will pollinate their crops. Hives ship to farmers' fields. They often travel many miles by truck. Scientists are starting to think that a disease or an insect may cause the honeybees to disappear. Others say chemicals used on plants might harm the bees. The chemicals might cause the bees to forget how to get to their hives. Or maybe the bees are dying of stress from the long trips they take on trucks. Some beehives are shipped across country as many as, let's go back, as many as 5 times each year. Wow. Experts are taking samples from many hives that have been harmed. They will study these samples to see if they can learn the real cause behind the bees' disappearing act. More facts about honeybees. Honeybees pollinate more than 90 of the following crops in the US that we'd like to eat. These crops include apples, nuts, soybeans, broccoli, celery, squash, citrus fruits, melons, and cucumbers. Wow. Think about the news. What if honeybees' hives keep dying? Make a list of ways of this problem that could affect you. And I would love for you to do that. If you guys can make that list and answer that question, what if honeybee hives keep dying? What happens? What do you think? I want to know your opinion. And if you could share that opinion with your teachers, you could write it on a piece of paper, take a picture of it and upload it so that we could see it. But we want to know, what if honeybees, the hives keep dying? Think of some problems that could affect you. If they die, how does this affect you and your family at home? Think about that, answer that question, and let us know. All right. So now I have to think about one of your other questions that you're going to be answering is this. Let me get myself out the way and move next to Miss Stitz on her B. It says the author writes about reasons to support his or her opinion. Write 2 reasons to support your opinion about honeybees. So I'm going to go back into the text right now and I'm going to find some reasons to support what the author is saying. So if we go back into the text and I move myself up here, some of the things that the author was saying that I felt that was extremely important is that if all the pollen, if the bees were to go, then we wouldn't have the fruits and vegetables that we need. And bees help many fruits and flowers and nuts to grow. So the pollen is important powder that helps trees, plants grow vegetables and fruits. If there's no bees to spread pollen, experts are afraid that a lot of food we will not be able to grow. And here's some reasons that they're thinking what's the problem and why these honeybees are disappearing. It says scientists are starting to think that a disease or an insect may be causing the honeybees to disappear. That could be true. And then they say others say that chemicals used on plants might harm the bees. So any chemicals that are used, that a lot of farmers use different type of chemicals to protect their plants. So they don't know if maybe those chemicals could be harming the bees. So I'm going to escape from here so I'm able to type so that you can see me typing. And I'm going to go here. So write 2 reasons to support your opinion. One of the reasons that honey bees could be disappearing is because of the chemicals that are on the plants, right? And honeybees is separated. So exactly how I'm typing in to answer the question is exactly how you would be typing in into the document, okay? Then another reason that honey bees may be disappearing is that they could be getting sick. So these are two things that we have to think about of the different reasons. And I found this in the text. So now I'm supporting what the author is saying. I found the reasons why he's saying maybe maybe the honeybees are vanishing, which also means disappearing. So going back to the text is extremely important when you're trying to find the author's opinion, but then you have to support the reason. So I just did that. This is exactly what you're going to be doing with your passage. Remember, if you have any questions, reach out to your teacher, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye, guys.